Hypixel, with 4 Guinness World Records and a peak player count of over 200,000, is arguably one of the greatest servers in not just Minecraft, but the entire gaming industry. Hypixel is not always on the top though. It started out just like every other server, at the bottom. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how Hypixel started and rose to fame. Before the video starts, I just want to say that if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It's free and it really helps a lot. Enjoy the video. Hypixel, as most of you know, was created by a man named Simon who went by the username Hypixel. Hypixel was released in beta on April 13th, 2013 by Simon and his friend Philip. Development of the server started around September of 2012, which is right around the time that Minecraft first boomed in popularity. Before creating the server, the two friends originally created custom Minecraft adventure maps that they uploaded to their YouTube channel. Then after a while, they started uploading the maps to the server for the public. They then created mini-games for the players to play while waiting to join the main adventure maps, which is what started the whole mini-game idea on the server. The first minigame they added was Paintball. Paintball, also known as Paintball Warfare, was where two teams went head-to-head equipped with paintball guns and fought till the opposing team's lives were at 0. Many more minigames were added as more players flooded the server. The most notable minigames that were added at this time frame were the Walls and Blitz survival games. The Walls was a minigame where 4 teams spawned in separate areas of the map, sectioned off by 4 walls in the center. Each team would get a certain amount of time to collect resources and make weapons and armor until the walls dropped in the center, allowing the teams to clash. The last team standing is declared the winner. This was a very popular game at the start of the server and led to more games like Mega Walls. Blitz Survival Games was also a very huge game back in the day. Blitz Survival Games was based on the Battle Royale format, in particular the Hunger Games. Players would spawn in the middle of the map and search for chests around the map that contain weapons, armor, and food. The last player standing wins. Another notable addition in October of 2013 is Tournament Mode. As Hypixel grew in popularity, they started hosting tournaments, which provided a brand new currency to the server, tournament tokens. These tokens were obtained through tournaments, who would have guessed, and could be spent on unique perks, items, kits, and more. In December of 2013, Hypixel released a minigame known as Mega Walls. Mega Walls grew very fast in popularity and was quickly one of the top games on the server. Mega Walls is a game where 100 players are placed in separate sections of the map on different teams. They have 10 minutes to prepare until the walls drop and the players can fight. Each team has a wither that they need to protect with their life, because if the wither dies, respawn turns off. Last team standing wins. This minigame really helped the server grow and continued to stay very popular throughout 2014 and 2015. Around this time, Hypixel was getting around 4,000 players on average, barely ever getting over 10,000. Of those players on, there was usually around 400 to 800 playing Mega Walls and the same amount playing Blitz, which is a very high majority of the players in only 2 minigames. Hypixel would release more games throughout 2014 and early 2015, like Arena Brawl, arcade games, UHC Champions, Build Battle, and more, but none of them would ever overtake Mega Walls and Blitz in popularity. That is, until June of 2015, when Hypixel would release a game like no other. This game provides a unique PvP experience that no other server had. This game, of course, is Skywars. Everyone, their grandma, and their grandma's dog were playing Skywars after it released. In Skywars, there are usually around 12 teams based on islands in the sky. There is loot on each island, better loot towards the center, last player standing wins. Pretty simple. Once Hypixel released Skywars, it boosted their average player count to over 20,000. Skywars is still one of the most played minigames on Hypixel to this day. Around this time in late 2015 and 2016 was the major transitioning point to where Hypixel is today. 2016 was a slower year for Hypixel. Hypixel only released 2 new games on the server, Smash Heroes and Speed UHC. These 2 games did not take off and were not nearly as fun and popular as Skywars. At the start of 2016, Hypixel averaged around 20,000 players, and by the end they were only averaging 13,000. The particular reason for this could be that Minecraft was decreasing in popularity around this time, or it could be the lack of new minigames added to the server. No matter the reason, Hypixel was losing popularity during this time period, that is, until January of 2017. On January 19th, 2017, Hypixel decided to create their own version of a very highly requested game in the community. This game is Bed Wars. For the 5 people watching who don't know, in Bed Wars, you start on a floating island with a bed. As long as your bed survives, you can respawn, but if your bed is destroyed, it's game over. The month Bed Wars was released, Hypixel's average player count grew by over 10,000 players, and continued to stay that way the whole year of 2017. Everybody just seemed to love Bed Wars so much. This is also around the time that Hypixel passed their main competitor Mineplex on the server leaderboards. In 2017, the server also got 4 Guinness World Records. On July 7th, Hypixel got the award for the most popular Minecraft server network, and most popular Minecraft server for a video game. They got these awards after achieving 64,533 concurrent players at a time. Without the amazing creation of Bed Wars, this would have never been possible. On August 11th, 2017, Hypixel got another Guinness World Record for most games on a Minecraft server, having 43 different minigames. 13 days later, they got yet another world record for most unique players logged onto a Minecraft server, with 11,982,298 different players. In 2017, Hypixel would also release Duels and Murder Mystery. These games did not take off like Bed Wars, but still attracted players. The most popular games throughout 2017 being Bed Wars and Skywars. Overall, 2017 was a huge year for Hypixel's growth. 2018 was a pretty average year for Hypixel. They made a lot of cool and much needed updates across the year. They updated a lot of old dead games in an attempt to revive them. Their efforts somewhat worked, but did not get close to the 2 most popular games at the time, Bed Wars and Skywars. They also brought back tournaments, which made a lot of people happy. Doing so, creating the tournament hall filled with all of the notable tournament players. The only game Hypixel released in 2018 was The Pit, which is pretty average in my opinion. During the entire year of 2018, Hypixel went back down to an average of 20,000 players. Still great compared to other servers at the time. "2019 is the complete turnaround point for Hypixel. 2019 is the year that made Hypixel what it is today. On June 11th, 2019, Hypixel released the biggest game in Minecraft history, Skyblock. During this time, the normal Skyblock, where you spawn on a small island with limited materials, was very popular. So Hypixel decided to create their own take on the Skyblock experience. I feel like Technoblade explains this new version of Skyblock perfectly.
So basically you spawn on your own island, you cut down a tree, you bridge over to the other island, and then you log into Mincraft.
Once Hypixel released Skyblock, the server exploded and everyone was playing Skyblock. The server's average player count rose to over 60,000, and the majority of those players were on Skyblock. Without the addition of Skyblock, Hypixel would look very, very different today. All through 2019, 2020, and even today, Skyblock still remains the most played game on Minecraft. Since they kept updating the game and keeping it fresh, nobody stopped playing. The server would yet again receive a massive increase of players during March of 2020, increasing their average player count to almost 100,000 because of, well, you know. Though, nothing much has happened to the server during 2020 and throughout 2021. Nowadays, the server is on a downward trend of players that I personally think is because everyone is going back to work/school and is not getting time to play on the server. That pretty much wraps up the complete story of one of the greatest video game servers in history. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.